Okay, so I'm going to do a pair of reviews from a pair of single-issue comics that I got from a comic book shop while I was at a Zombie Fest. I even got to eat a whole pig brain there. But that's another story. Anywho, let's talk about Batman the Spirit. Now, the creative team behind this, the artwork was done by Darwyn Cooke, which is, by the way, amazing! And it was written by Jeph Loeb. Wait! Don't hit the back button. Don't hit the back button just yet. Let me explain. It's actually good. Yeah, I know, a Jeph Loeb comic that was written in 2007, that was good. I know, it's weird. But, yeah, let me continue talking about Batman, the Batman Spirit crossover. Now, this is when the Spirit, when DC just got the rights to the Spirit after, I believe, Will Eisner's passing. And what had happened is that they decided, you know what, let's introduce the Spirit with a Batman crossover. Now, you could argue that this is, because the Spirit's not really part of the DC universe. Even though it's under DC Comics, it's not part of the DC universe. Similar to how they're doing the He-Man and Justice League crossover. They're both under the same company, but they're not in the same universe. It's kind of like how they also do the IDW crossovers as well. Anyway, let's talk about this. Now, it's pretty much a story from Commissioner Dolan and Gordon talking about the day that Batman and the Spirit met for the first time. And the cool thing about this is that this is like a fun, campy 40s comic. This reads out like a 40s or 30s issue of the Spirit or Batman. That's how it plays out, and it really helps with Darwyn Cooke, who also, I believe Darwyn Cooke also did some writing in here, so maybe that's why it also explains it's good. But Jeph Loeb had a hand in it as well. But, anywho, the comic, like I said, plays out like a 30s story, where Batman and Robin are chasing after a lot of the big-name Gotham villains, like Killer Croc, the Ventriloquist, the Mad Hatter, the Riddler, all these, like, every big-name Batman villain is on this plane to Hawaii, believe it or not. And so are all of the Spirit's villains, led by the Octopus. Now, the Octopus has planned something big in Hawaii. Apparently, there's this huge police officer convention held in Hawaii in Officer Dolan and Gordon's name. There's this big thing going on, and both villains from Central City and Gotham City are there to pretty much wipe out every cop under the command of the Octopus. And what happens is that Batman and the Spirit go there, and it's kind of funny, when Batman and the Spirit first meet, it's kind of like the Spirit doesn't believe that Batman's real. When he first sees Batman, he's like, "Oh man, you're not real. You're just some kind of guy that Gotham PD created to scare police." And I actually like that angle, that the Spirit believes that, because for a while in the Batman comics, Batman was kind of that a lot of people didn't believe that Batman was real. You know, they kind of believed that he was some kind of gimmick that police officers created to scare criminals. That was what it was like, and considering that this comic's supposed to be a period piece, I can understand that. But yeah, again, I haven't read a lot of the Spirit comics to know what's a lot of the villains from his Rogues Gallery. They do introduce like villains like the Crossack and the Octopus I know of, and a few other villains. I'm not really big in the Spirit. It's not that I don't hate the Spirit, it's because I haven't read a lot with the Spirit. But this has got me interested to read more of pre-52 Spirit comics, because when the new 52 came out, they stopped doing the Spirit, and also, it was being written and drawn by Darwyn Cooke, so I was kind of like, that's another thing I want to look into. But yeah, it's kind of funny that Commissioner Gordon, Commissioner Gordon runs into, Gordon runs into this girl called Peggle, and he gets seduced by her, and also Ivy mind controls Officer Dolan. And while this is going on, the Spirit and Batman meet. They do a team up. It's kind of fun how this is a Batman that's dark and gritty, and you don't argue with him. It's kind of funny. This again, it's 40s Batman. He's supposed to be this kind of darkness, and it's kind of fun. Again, it has a lot of campy ideas of all the Batman and Spirit rogues teaming up to kill police officers, and it has a very hilarious ending with the Joker. It has a very, this is something that you could see the Joker of that era doing. Or even something like Mark Hamill's Joker ending. Also, this gets really hilarious, because the Joker and Harley get captured, and the octopus gets away. But that kind of the rest of the villains for the Spirit and Batman are kind of left on this boat waiting to see what happens. And when they find out, oh, the plan's busted, they want to take the boat and get out of there. Someone comes in and says, sorry, but you're not going anywhere. Then you find out in the next few pages that Batman called Superman to pick up the boat and take them to Central City police custody, and then Arkham Asylum for the Batman rogues. Yeah, Superman makes a cameo in here, which I find which was so much fun. But yeah, we have Robin in here. This doesn't play. This has, you know how most crossover comics focus a little too much on a certain character more than the other. The other one just kind of acts like a supporting character for sometimes. And that was kind of the thing I had with the Hellboy Savage Dragon comic that I reviewed. That was more of a Savage Dragon story than it was a Hellboy story. But it was still good, don't get me wrong. This feels like it's equal ground for both Batman and the Spirit. This one feels very much like a comic that is very much that Jeff Loeb and Darwyn Cooke knew they were doing. That's what I'm trying to say. They feel like equal ground for both Batman and the Spirit. That's what I'm trying to say, is that it's like equal spotlighting both Batman and the Spirit. So all I can say for this is that this is just really fun. If you find it, it's really good. I know a lot of people don't have a lot of love for Loeb these days, but this is something good. And again, if anything else, it's just the novelty of seeing Batman and Spirit team up to do a fun little story. And as well as, also come for the Darwyn Cooke art, which is amazing. It's fun to see him draw Catwoman again after his run with Brubaker. But yeah, that's really all I have to say for this. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys later.